Hey, check, check, 1, 2. We are here from Mountain View, California. I'm in my hotel room, and welcome to the stream. So, I love doing these things from the road. They're super fun. I can't get away from it, dude. I just love it. I love myself some YouTube, and I love being able to do these live streams from the road. So, hopefully, you guys can see me okay and hear me okay. I think I'll have my buddy Daniel in the house for moderation purposes, so I appreciate him joining. I couldn't figure out how to get my OBS stream is crushing my head, but whatever, it is what it is. So I'm gonna get going. We're gonna play some Castlevania 4. All right, guys. Well, hopefully I'm back. I'm trying to stream from hotel Wi-Fi. If someone could tell me where I'm at in the chat. If someone let me know how things are going in the chat, that'd be great, because I can't really, it looks like I'm connected okay. Let me just do one thing real quick. All right, I don't want that. Let's see. I think I have too many devices hooked up to this Wi-Fi right now, so let me just fix that real quick, and then we should be good. All right, hopefully we're okay, guys. Let me know, because I really can't tell. So hopefully you guys can hear me all right, and everything's good to go. Man, hotel streaming can have its complications, that's for damn sure. So I'm sorry about that in advance, but let me see. I'm almost getting on here. My laptop was disconnected, so I couldn't see what you guys were doing. So hopefully we're good to go at this point. All right, guys. So anyways, yeah, so I'm back on. I'm up and going. Seems fine. All right, cool. Cool. Hey, Rusty Grill, how's it going, man? So yeah, so dude, lots of guys, lots of stuff to talk about. I know lately I've been going on an AtGames frenzy, but it's mainly just because I'm excited about the platform and the fact that it does something very different from what we've seen with Arcade 1-Up. It's the first multi-cade home arcade product that seems to be doing pretty well. Actually, they're doing a lot of firmware updates and stuff, so it's pretty exciting. You guys, let me know, what's up, Rusty Grill? Let me know how the, can't hear the game. Really? Alright, I'll put the music up a little bit more. Let me know if that sounds better. I just put the music up on the game a little bit. It's weird because my monitors and my headphones aren't necessarily working the way they should right now, but, that's what happens when you go on the road. You gotta make this stuff work. So how's this music sound now, guys? Let me know. I have the chat up here on my right so I can see what you guys are doing. Better. All right, cool. So yeah, so lots going on. I had a work trip coming up, so I just figured, hey, I'm going to be on the road for a couple days. They actually just released a new firmware update again, beta firmware for the data firmware for the AtGames system that's going to allow you to add bezel art to it. So I haven't had a chance to play with that yet, but I don't it doesn't bother me that there's no bezel art when you're playing games. I guess some people that bothers them. So I mean, even if I was playing this right now and there's no SNES art, I don't think I would care very much, but I don't think it takes away from the experience any. So how many of you guys that are on here actually have, hold on, might get AtGames just got the limited edition Marvel Cab. Yeah, I got the limited edition Marvel Cab too, but it's sitting in a box because Classic Kim freaking murder me if she'll murder me if if I set that up without putting another one in storage. So my options are put one in storage or I'm not going to be using that Marvel Cab, which I get because I've actually consumed like the whole freaking house. You got to be respectful when you live with someone, and I feel like, it's not really fair to Kim to be consuming as much space as I am right now. Ah, shit. Believe it or not, I've actually never played this game before, so you can make fun of me for that. I try to pick games I've never played before, so. All right, what's going on in the chat? Ralph, you can whip in 8 directions this game. Thank you, Daniel. I try to play games that are really simplistic when I'm live streaming, because it makes me actually pay attention to the live stream people on live stream more. But if I have to focus, it's a little tough. So what's been going on? How many of you guys have actually have bought the AtGames system? I know Mr. Geo Rusty Grill that's in there just bought his, so he said he wasn't going to buy it, and then he actually bought it, which is actually exactly what I said I would do. I said I wouldn't buy it, then I went and bought it. So I don't know, I couldn't help myself. But the funny thing is I know AtGames has, like, you know, this sort of pre-existing bad reputation, but they're doing a pretty good job at this one system. So someone in here was saying that they actually, I'm going to get a counter keyed on Black Friday. Did anybody see, like, what's the pricing they're going to do on those? Are they going to actually, was there some sort of Black Friday pricing on the countercades? Because they're not really worth modding unless, you know, unless you want to just enjoy it like it is. But I don't think they're worth modding unless, you know, unless you get it for a good price. $149, that's actually pretty reasonable for it, I feel like. I feel like I can get behind something like that. If anybody wants help modding that thing, you can go to my video. I haven't filmed part 2 of that video yet, so I'm planning on doing that pretty soon. But there's like that encoder board that we found that actually makes it work. I don't see why. I don't know about SoCal. I'm actually in SoCal right now, but I would imagine it's available here. But you can always check your you know, the Sam's. I know some people were saying they had problems with the Sam's Club app, but I actually didn't. It did tell me where there were cabinets, and where there was one. I'll tell you a funny story. Is actually DLW Games, or Daniel, who's in there. I was on the phone with him, and it's kind of funny. I told him I was gonna go look at it, and he knew damn well that look at it meant I was gonna buy it. Like, he knew I wasn't gonna just look at it. So sure enough, I bought it. But I'm glad I did. Honestly, it's one of those things where I was kind of like, basically when we did that other live stream talking about it, I kind of got like totally not excited. All my hype was gone for it. And then when I was at E3 with Rusty Grill, we were both all really pumped up about it. And then I kind of lost a little bit of the hype when some of the basic, you know, data came out about it. But it's kind of living up to a pretty cool expectation right now, at least because of the additional MAME, you know, you can add MAME games. And then the system does support other emulator cores. It's just that I haven't personally tested them myself. I just wanted to use the ones that AtGames had run tests on. Chinese chicken salad at Panda Restaurant, only in California. You're welcome. Oh, really? Oh, dude. All right. I'm down for that. I actually had this big presentation today at work that was in front of like 200 people. Actually, a little bit more than that. It was almost like probably like 250 people, so that was kind of interesting. Ah, shit. Seriously, I'm dead. Alright, apparently those things fall on your head. Thanks for the heads up. Alright, so if I move a little bit, will it just fall, or do I walk by it? Oh. Oh, wait, it starts moving? What the hell? Is that grass? What the hell is that? Oh, come on, seriously? Damn it. Alright, that's gonna move too. Shit. Are those horse heads? What the hell, flying horse heads? Alright, let me see. By the way, are you going to begin Monday Night Modders? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, we are going to be in that. So, I didn't know if we set a date. Did we set an actual date on that? Wait, you can just walk over that grass shit and it doesn't kill you? Oh, well, thanks for telling me now. So you guys are probably wondering what I'm playing this on, but it's I'm playing it on oh shit. It's awesome. Douchebag. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Hold on, I see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yes, this Monday. Okay, I guess we're doing it this Monday. Jose, what's up, man? What time is it where you're at, dude? I feel like you're on a completely different time zone. Cause you always write comments at like different, like kind of oddball times. These Medusa heads are pissing me off. God damn it. So anyways, as I was saying, they released firmware. I was just curious what you guys thought. AtGames released some firmware to be able to put bezel art, you know, on the side of the screens on the AtGames system. I was just wondering if you guys thought that was cool or not. I mean, I guess it's neat to do it. I just don't really care about whether there's bezel art there or not. But some people obviously do. But I just feel like with bezel art, it's not going to be easy to just locate bezel art. So it might be kind of a pain to find it. But I don't know. I'm not. It doesn't matter so much to me. I was just curious what you guys thought. Is bezel art a big deal to you guys? I'm using this guy. I'm actually playing it off of PlayStation Classic, a modded PlayStation Classic. By the way, begin Monday Night Modders. Let's see, what do you guys talk about? Yeah, I mean, I guess I mean, it looks more polished, I guess, to have the bezel art, but I guess for me personally, I don't really care that much. Wait, what about Rec Room Masters? Oh no, I'm not. Ah, shit. No. God damn it. God, stop! Oh my gosh, I'm stuck on the stairs. There we go. God, this Medusa head's pissing me off. Screw you, Medusa. Alright, so let's talk about some stuff right now. So yeah, I'm out in California right now. I was going to talk a little bit about some of the next coming months and stuff. So I think it's January. So January will be CES. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that because I think Arcade 1-Up could do some pretty cool announcements there. So I'm kind of excited about that. Although it's kind of interesting. I am wondering like what they're kind of thinking as we, you know, as it seems like the hype starting to build for what AtGames is doing is kind of fucking serious. Oh shit, I swore twice. Rock and Roller, what's up, man? I'm gonna see what else I got on here. So you guys can talk to me about what you want me to play. I got a bunch of games on here. So we've got the whole arcade. We got Final Burn Alpha. We've got MAME. We've got PC Engine. We got PC Engine TurboGrafx CD. We got regular NES, Super NES, 32X. I wanted to play a 32X game, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to play for 32X. I was kind of going through the games a little bit. 32X was interesting. So I don't know if you guys know this, but did you guys have? First of all, did you guys have a 32X? And if you didn't, what did you think of the 32X? Because it's kind of a funny, you know, it's kind of a funny system, really. It's kind of like that weird in between for, you know, for Sega. It's kind of a bummer because I actually really enjoyed it, even though the games were kind of like eh. Let's see, what do I want to play? I always want to play like I feel like I want to play like a racing game. I haven't played Ridge Racer in forever. Let's do a racing game. I don't know if I have Mortal Kombat 32X on here. I don't think I do. Splatterhouse is cool. Did you have a few hotel cocktails? I actually didn't have cocktails. Well, I did. We went to dinner and I had a couple of drinks, but it was like really kind of, it was just with a couple of guys that I work with. So let's do it. So it's kind of interesting. I remember Ridge Racer. I think Ridge Racer, the first one, was one of the launch titles for my PlayStation because I remember having it. I don't think I ever actually played Type 4, but I remember playing the original Ridge Racer as a launch title on my PlayStation. I can't remember what other launch titles I had. I'm trying to think back at what launch titles I had when I got my PlayStation. Rayman, maybe? I think Rayman might have been one of the launch titles. Yeah, it's fine. You can bag on me. I just enjoy playing games, okay? So, you know what? You can suck at DLW games.
3, 2, 1.
I'm trying to figure out how this joystick's mapped. I don't see how. I don't think this joystick's mapped right. Oh, there we go. Controller. Sorry, I'm used to arcades. I say joystick. So the image is so dark on this. Let me know if the audio is too loud, because for me it's super, super loud. Not really feeling this right now. So yeah, so CES will be in January, so that'll be cool. I'm not sure if I want to go to E3 again or not. E3 is like was fun, but it was information overload to me, and it wasn't very. Does it have hard driving? I don't know. Let's check. So yeah, E3 was cool, but it was like really overwhelming for me. And you can ask Rusty Grill. I was kind of like there was almost too much going on, man. It's hard to focus on any one thing because it's just like chaotic and there's stuff everywhere. The problem is that E3 wasn't really necessarily geared toward retro gaming at all. I mean, it was mostly modern games with a little retro mixed in. So I was kind of like a little bit, I don't know, like I was interested in some of the stuff, but I don't really like play a lot of that. So it wasn't as, yeah, it wasn't. I wonder what that is. What the heck is on the 32X? What's the X-Men prototype? I don't even know what that is. Do you guys know what game that is? X-Men USA prototype? Do you guys know that? I'm looking for some feedback here. It's probably because I have so much lag that I can't even see what you guys are saying, but it'll come back in a minute. I just want to see what this is. I've never played any kind of X-Men game on the 32X. Yeah, what the hell? The hell is this? Dude. What the fudge? Dude, is this for real? Have you guys seen this? This is so dumb. What the hell? This is the lamest thing I think I've ever seen. Holy lame ass. What the hell? What is that? Dude, Ryan, what is that? Okay, there's a reason why that didn't come out. That is lame as hell. Holy crap. Wow. That is pretty awesome. Never played X-Men 32X, but I did have the add-on. I think I'm gonna play. You know what I feel like playing? I want to play an arcade game, but I don't know what I want to play. So let's go through the arcade games. It might be kind of interesting to try to attempt playing Afterburner with a controller, but I don't know. That could be kind of hard to play. Yeah, I am familiar with Rec Room Masters. I have a Rec Room Masters, and I've had a couple Rec Room Masters in the past. Let me know which one you're thinking about because um, I've bought products from them several times in the past. They make actually really good quality stuff. The one thing I really like about what they do is I like that they actually have the T molding already on their cabinets and it's really high quality too. So I'm a big fan of Rec Room Master stuff. What were you thinking about? Um, Let me know what you're thinking about, and we could talk about that a little bit. Because I have that Rec Room Masters, the new 3/4 scale vertical cab. I haven't really done much with it yet, but I'm planning on doing a review. I had a plan on doing a review a long time ago, but it just didn't. I don't know, just didn't pan out. But I will get to it. It's just been really hard lately because I've been working a lot. And I've been trying to, dude. I've been really trying to focus on the YouTube channel, but I started a new role at my company. It's just been really, really hard to focus on doing that and trying to be good at that and trying to still grow the YouTube channel. It hasn't been very easy, but I'm trying. Oh, the new vertical version. Yeah, I have it. It's really cool, actually. I've played a couple of different games on it, but I haven't done that much with it yet. Oh, someone wants Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I think Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is a really fun game. I actually was talking to DLW about that earlier, and he was saying no. I think Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is a fun game. So, again, he can. I like Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. It's a fun game. I don't know why he's got some hatred. DLW's got some hatred for Cadillacs and Dinosaurs for whatever reason. I don't know why that is, but it's a fun game, man. Wait, what the hell? Okay, that is not the right emulator core. Hold on. Something's going on. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Run. The hell is that? What the hell core is that loading? Oh, it's the Sega CD version. Hell no. I thought I was in MAME. Why the hell is it loading that? Why is it, how is it loading that one? I am in MAME, right? Let me see. Maybe it's in Final Burn Alpha. Why the hell was it loading the? It was you guys. I hate the. I do not like the Sega CD version. I don't know if you guys like it. Yeah, whatever. I really don't like the Sega CD version of Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I feel like it's like a total butchered. I don't know. There are people that like it. I am not a big fan of it. It'd be cool if I knew the alphabet. Hold on. I'm gonna try it one more time. I don't know. It's loading some weird core. Let's see. What is that? Like I'm basically running like some sort of basic BS. Why you have such a hard on for NES right now, dude? Relax. All right, let's see. What do I want to play? Come on, guys, help me out. And I don't want it to be NES. What was your NES gonna be, anyways? So you think it's horrible too, right? Yeah, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs is horrible on the Sega CD. So anyways, what was the question? Someone had a question about the Rec Room Masters. Let me know what the question was, because I wanna talk about that a little bit. I feel like I play Metal Slug a lot, so no Metal Slug. Yeah, it does try to be hard. It tries to be hard. It tries hard to be something that it's not. I agree. I totally agree. I'm in like wicked indecisive mode right now on games to play. I don't know why. Like all these are actually good games. I can't make a decision. All right, let's see. Actually, you know what's a fun game that I haven't played in a long time is Captain America and the Avengers. It's actually a really fun game. I just haven't played it in a really long time. Okay, this is what's happening. I gotta do like MAME 2003 probably. Let's see. It should run on that. Let's see. Come on. Man, this thing is sucking ass right now. What the hell? Eh. Sorry guys, I'm like literally having a major issue right now. Let's see settings. All right, I guess we'll have to do some. You know what? We'll improvise a little bit. I have played this game a lot in the past, but it's super fun, so whatever. And it's a fun game to just chill and play. Oh, Final Fight in Sega CD is fun. I don't think it's on here. Oh shit, I don't think it's on here though. Let me know if the volume's too loud, because guys, I don't know why, but it's like crazy loud in my headset, but hopefully it's not bad for you guys. Oh, I'm playing on a modded PlayStation Classic. Gotta be Cammy. So what was the question on the on the Rec Room Masters? Someone asked it, and now this game's kind of weird to play on this controller actually, but all right. Got one on the detail changing the marquee overlays for game. Have you modded your Sega Mini? I haven't actually. So what's the status on that actually? It's a good thing to talk about. I'm not familiar with what's going on with this. I haven't really thought about modding it because I feel like it's kind of cool in its current form. And plus, I have so many. I was talking to Daniel, who's DLW, games about this. I feel like I have like a million systems to play the same exact games on. It's kind of funny. It's like I keep buying systems to play the same games. Storm. Uh-oh, Storm. Night. Bullets. Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't mod it, but what's going on with it? Let me know what the deal is. I wouldn't have thought about modding it just because I think it's pretty cool in its current form. But if someone's modding those things and it seems like it's of any use, I don't know. I have a million different ways to play my Sega library, so I guess I just don't feel like I want to mod it at all. But I'm curious what the deal is with it. If you guys, you know, who have done it, have any comments on that, it'd be cool to hear. Yeah. Also, someone I guess was in here that was from Mountain View, so it's interesting. If you've never been up this area, it's like surrounded by, you know, it's basically where my company is, but it's surrounded by crazy like tech companies. I think I just today drove by Bandai Namco, which is kind of funny. It'd be kind of cool to go in there. Be like, hi, I'm here from AtGames. I'd like to talk about Miss Pac-Man. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, what's 80 bucks and you want one? I'm so confused. I feel like I have no idea what's going on right now in the chat. So some projects that I want to work on when I get back home is I definitely want to check out that AtGames firmware and see what's going on with that. I probably won't make a video on it. I don't think I need to make a video of bezel artwork. Plus, I've been kind of AtGaming's the heck out of things. But I got like a bunch of products that's really cool handheld that I haven't really done much with that I want to do a review on. I have way too many handhelds, but I buy all these like China brand handhelds all the time to try to see what's out there. Cutting out more frequently? What? That's not good. Oh man. Is that like stuttering again? Hold on guys, I'll fix it. Give me 1 sec. Alright, hold on guys. I'm trying to get the stream to reconnect and get it back on. Okay, hopefully it'll be back here in a second, and then I'll answer some of those questions in the chat. How do you feel about the Legends Ultimate now that you've really got in? All right, looks like I'm back with hopefully a much better connection. It looks like the stream quality is okay, so hopefully it's all right. So I want to talk a little bit about what you guys are talking about. You were talking about Mr. FPGA. So, you know, the Mr. project I haven't really got into much. It's funny because I usually buy into all of those things, and Mr. is one of those things I haven't really done a whole lot of work on. And so I have one, I just haven't really decided to go down that path yet. So I'll probably start investigating it a little bit in the coming months. But as far as Neo Geo goes, I'm really a purist on the Neo Geo. I try to use the original Neo Geo hardware if I can. And plus, it's just fun to get a multi-cart and learn how to play with all the original Neo Geo hardware. Ah, shit. Golfland. Yeah, I'm gonna be working pretty much the whole time, so it's probably not gonna have much of that. And I gotta do a dinner tomorrow night and stuff, so I'm really not gonna have a chance to really check out. I do come up here like I come up to Sunnyvale, Mountain View area like probably every 2 weeks or so. So maybe I'll check it out one of those times. They have a good arcade in there, or I'm always looking for solid arcades when I travel. So, you know, usually I find some pretty hidden gems if I look around in the right places. There's not really a whole lot in Mountain View that I've found, at least. Damn it. All right, when you're ever in Newport, hit me up. Newport Beach, California, or Newport, Rhode Island, which is actually kind of close to my neck of the woods where I grew up. We used to go every weekend. Okay. Wait, Newport Beach then, not Newport, Rhode Island, right? Most people are not from Newport, Rhode Island. That's like a pretty, unless you're like an East Coaster, but yeah. Oh, Beach, California. Yeah, actually, I lived in for a little while. I lived in Aliso Viejo when I was single and had no responsibility and kids or any of that. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry about the constant freezing. It's just it's tough with the hotel Wi-Fi. I'm not really using the hotel Wi-Fi. I'm using this little MiFi device, but it's just not the greatest. I think it's just the room I'm in. It's just a weird proximity to get a good connection. So I'm sorry about that. I'll try to make it a little bit better if I do one, tomorrow or something. I feel like she's saying Venaki when she dies, but I don't know. I don't know what she's saying. Damn it. All right, I'm gonna check the chat here in a second. Pay for the premium, Ralph. Actually, you know what? I think I'm on the hotel premium and it still sucks. So my little MiFi thing is actually better than the hotel premium, and the hotel premium was really bad. It depends. Some hotels, man, it's just I'm in Mountain View. There's probably people like writing code and stuff connected to servers, download mass movies and crap. So I just don't have a good connection in here. But it's all right. Hopefully, it's not too bad on your end. So I'm curious, what did you guys think of when you come into LA? I actually I don't necessarily support LA. So for work, I actually support well, my role is global, so I have a big role, but LA, I wouldn't really have a reason to go direct to LA, so I haven't there's really no reason for me to go, but unless it's for unless it's for like an event or something. So last time I was in LA was for E3, but I used to actually cover Los Angeles and Southern California, so it was kind of easy for me to get down there and make a work trip out of it. So actually, what I did was I went to a work trip down in. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna talk about the work thing in a second. I'm gonna get this Wi-Fi figured out. I took on a new role, so that's why I used to spend a lot of time. But I did live in Southern California for like 13 years, so I used to fly around a lot. So I'd always try to find like retro game stores or arcades and things like that. And so, I can't do that as much anymore because really, when I'm traveling, I'm usually going to Mountain View or somewhere else. So, Blast Play Ralph, when you get on Mixer. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I actually have Mixer too. Maybe I need to start using Mixer. So you cover LA and Hawaii. That's interesting. So you guys can hear me now, I'm assuming, right? Which is cool. Yeah. So that's kind of what I cover for work. But I can get to Southern California I can find a reason to go to Southern California. Put it that way. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me now. So now I basically just jammed the Verizon Wi-Fi up against the window over there, and it seems to be working. So we'll kind of keep it there for a little bit. Let's see, what else do I want to play? Definitely not playing Primal Rage on the 32X. Daniel will like have a heart attack, so I'm definitely not doing that. What's everyone think about wrestling games on consoles? I've never been like a huge wrestling game fan on consoles. Mountain View's in California. Turn off your Wi-Fi on your phone. It's probably hogging bandwidth with the app updates. Yeah, I'm actually on the separate thing now, so. All right, let's see. But I don't like wrestling games. I don't know why. Like, never really been a fan of wrestling games on. So WWF Arcade for Sega and SNES. Really? I feel like I used to. If that's really Paul Prue that I grew up with, Paul Prue, I feel like we did play that WCW versus NWO. I don't know. I feel like wrestling games end up always disappointing me for some reason. Like I wanted them to be something that they couldn't be. I don't know. Maybe these modern ones will do it for me. I don't know. Like wrestling was such a spectacle that I feel like none of the games translated the spectacle into the game very well. That was my whole thing. So maybe I'm being a little harsh, but I just never really felt like, wow, this is totally recreating the experience I remember watching it on TV. I think that was what it was for me. Like certain games could take you to a place, and I never felt like the wrestling games did that. So like, all right, let's try this for instance. I'm sure I'm gonna hate this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Is it true? It's true, right? Like, I don't wrestling. wrestling is like a spectacle. It's like the event, and like there's so much about it that it's encompassed. And you go there, and it's like explosions and like the larger than life characters. And I felt like wrestling games never really, like, I mean, look at this. All right, I'm gonna be the Undertaker because I used to love the Undertaker. Like Undertaker, it's all about his intro and the music and the drama. No drama here. It's like all cartoony. There's no way I... And I also feel like there's no skill to these games, but I could be wrong. Like, I'm just gonna button mash the shit out of everything. What was the story? I can't remember. There was like a pretty messed up story about Bret the Hitman Hart, if I remember right. Do you guys remember, like, is there... Like, I remember I've watched a million documentaries about him being screwed about on, like, he was supposed to win the championship and he didn't. In one of the WrestleManias, I think it was. I can't really remember. I used to watch so much wrestling back in the day. Actually, Paul, who's on, was a buddy I grew up with. I feel like we probably watched wrestling together for sure. I was always big into wrestling. I like thought I wanted to be The Rock for a little while. I think I was like infatuated with The Rock. Wow, this is like totally not a fun game to me, but. Yeah, the Montreal Screwjob. A Hulk Hogan workout set. Dude, I think I had that too. Dude, there was so many cool, like... Dude, was there not so many cool wrestling things, like, back in the day? We went to... I took my son to... This is so crazy. So I got really lucky to get tickets to... I'm going to lower this really quick. Hold on, I'm not playing right now, so hold on. I got tickets to Royal Rumble in Arizona last year. Or it was this year, actually. And it was weird, man. I just wasn't. It didn't have the same experience. My son was super into it, so I was kind of into it too. But my favorite match was it was like two. I don't know a lot of the characters anymore because I don't really watch it. I try to watch it with him, but he goes in and out of liking it. But it's like the two. Is it Ronda Rousey versus someone? I can't remember who it was, but dude, it was the best match there. The women wrestlers totally were better than the guy wrestlers, which I don't remember. I remember the women wrestlers being like terrible. They were like filler acts, like they totally sucked. They were good to look at, obviously, but they like were not like they just were not fun matches. So, anyways, it's not the same, dude. But nothing's the same, right? Like, don't you feel like nothing's the same? Is that just because we're old now? Like, nothing seems as cool as it was. But then I think to myself, was it that cool? But I do. Like, I think it was that cool. I think we got lucky in an era where things were just less technical. Like, there wasn't all the technology, so there was more, like, mystery behind even video games. Like, everything had so much more mystery to it. So I feel like because of that, you almost felt like I remember Paul who's on it's not the same world. So Paul was so a buddy of mine that I grew up with, and I remember we used to play we used to get so excited because there'd be like some game that we couldn't play, but then like on a 386 like SX16 or something, like it was a PC that we had built. And then all of a sudden like the 486 DX266, I think that's what it was. The DX266 came out, and all of a sudden like we could play Wing Commander 2 with full speed and full sound, and like it was freaking awesome. And like I remember his dad would always have better PCs than we would have, and so like I kind of it's kind of sucked in a way back then a little bit, because if you had a game you really liked and then you went and played it at like your buddy's house, if you had a better computer, you'd go home and it'd be like dialed down graphics, shitty audio. It'd be such a bummer. I remember being so bummed out about that, but that was fun back then. Like it seemed mysterious to play games. So I don't know. Now everything is like it just works, and you can download it and like you can play any game you want. And so I don't know. It's sometimes I get really bummed out that I can't like bring myself back to those feelings. And I actually do feel like a lot of why I either collect things or play retro games or build systems is really to bring back some nostalgic feeling that sometimes I feel like I'm never gonna be fully satisfied. And I think that's why I keep buying and building systems that really all play the same games. So at some point you're just like, well, why am I doing this? But I don't know. It's kind of a sickness in a way, and I think you guys probably understand that better than anybody else. So I don't think many people understand that. Yeah, that was such a good time. All right, now sucks like wrestling is looking all a shit show. Okay, I remember my buddy. Oh, dude, Wing Commander 3 was like, dude. Um, really, you wrote an article about what I'm talking about nostalgia? Yeah, man. I do feel like it. I do feel like in a bit of ways we're all trying to because I feel like we lived through some pretty cool times, but that's not to say that like our kids may have the same nostalgia for weird things. I don't know though. I just feel like everything's so disposable with like my son and the way he plays video games and stuff. It's like very disposable. It's like, oh, that game's not popular anymore. Go to the next game. But we didn't have that luxury because it was really like, why won't it let me go forward? Wow, this is really skipping a lot. Sorry guys, that's not the internet connection, by the way. That's just this piece of crap. Dude, something's not right with the mapping of this joystick. So I don't know. Like I was saying, the games are so disposable to my son that like, you know, it's games on phones and they're like, oh yeah, it's cool, and then it's not cool. Oh yeah, I know it's outside of the overlay. I don't know why it was doing that, but I'm just gonna get off of it anyway. I remember these Midway Treasures things not playing right on the PSP, but let's see, maybe the emulator to play. Not that I don't know why the emulator would play any better than the physical, but it's weird. It just like blacked out on me. Yeah, something is up where the text of the game. Something's up with the aspect ratio of this stuff. That's weird. The overlay. The overlay is actually going over the actual gameplay image. Yeah, my son still plays Fortnite, but not as much. He's 11 though, so him and his buddies kind of like playing that game. Oh my gosh, this is the emulation on this is terrible. Like I can't even get it to run. Oh wow. All right, we're not gonna do that. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get indecisive today. I feel like I wish there was. I feel like playing some Sega stuff, but I think all they have on here is 32X. I thought that I had Genesis on here. Oh, no, I do have Mega Drive. There we go. Let's see, what can we do for Mega Drive? You know, what'd be kind of fun is Punisher. Since that just got released on the AtGame on the Arcade 1-Up cab. Punisher was a cool game. It was interesting because I didn't actually ever play that in the arcade. Actually, Paul worked at. It's funny that Paul's in here. So Paul worked at the local arcade in my town, and I loved that place. It was called the Dream Machine. Um, you know, it's just like any other local arcade, but I don't know. To me, it was like the coolest place, just because like that's where I first played Street Fighter. That's where I saw Mortal Kombat for the first time. It was weird though because I was so gravitated toward Street Fighter. I thought Mortal Kombat was cool, but I was a little intimidated by Mortal Kombat because honestly, everyone that played it was so good at it that it was hard to get good at it unless you went to the arcade when no one was around. Like, and honestly, I couldn't really go when no one was around because that used to be like when I was in school or something like that, right? So, where's Punisher? They gotta have it on here. It'd help if I was actually where it would be. Hold on, guys, let me see. But yeah, no, it was hard. I felt like always intimidated by that game. I got a little bit better at it when you know, when it was available on, you know, all the platforms and stuff. But yeah, when Street Fighter came out, it was like crazy town at our arcade, and everyone, you know, everyone lining up the quarters and going like shithouse crazy for that game. It was just such a cool game. I don't know, but the thing about arcade games then that's so different now is like as a kid you wouldn't have any clue. Like it was like this mysterious cabinet that shows up in this arcade, and unless you had access inside it, it just seemed like, oh my gosh, like the graphics and the sounds and everything was so cool. But there was a lot of mystery around like how could you possibly have this big thing that just shows up and it plays games this good, because you might have been playing like NES at home or, you know, Atari or Master System or something that was like dramatically less, you know, quality from a graphical perspective. It was just such a cool time period. But now it's like, dude, graphics are graphics. Like it's almost like now. Then it was so exciting to play something that had like crazy good graphics, but I don't know. It was like it was like we were seeing this like advancement in graphics for the very first time. I don't know. It's just crazy. By the way, a lot of people think this port is good. I guess it's okay, knowing it was playing on the Genesis, but you know, the sprites are a lot smaller on this than they are in the arcade version if you've ever played it. But I guess they've done it. I guess this is. Oh, that was weird. I guess they've done a decent job. But this was a game that I don't know, maybe Paul knows, but he actually worked at that Dream Machine. But I don't know if I don't remember seeing this game in the arcade, but I know it was in the arcade. I actually started playing it for the first time on a Pandora's Box because all the Pandora's Boxes had it on there. I'm going to take a look at the chat really quick. Yeah, I don't... yeah, exactly. It's kind of cool, like... It is kind of cool. I think that was part of the reasons that got me into, like, home arcades, because I wanted to figure out what was in that cabinet that I played as a kid. You know, that was, like, the mystery to me. I was like, oh my god, what made those games work? And you know, when you look at them now, when you look at it now, you're like, oh my gosh, you think about like the fact that a game for like a Switch comes on a little cart or it's a digital download, and you think about the PCBs that you had to play, you know, that you had to have in a system to play these games. Especially one of the most ridiculous PCBs I've ever seen is the Primal Rage PCB, which actually Daniel built a cabinet, or DLW Games built a cabinet on, and I actually got him that PCB. Because I don't remember if he couldn't find it or whatever. I don't even remember how we did that or why we did that. I think I was on a work trip and I bought it because I had a couple drinks, and when I have a couple drinks, I buy PCBs apparently. So I think this is fun. Sorry, I play the arcade versions a lot, and this is really funny to me. It's like a mini version. It's almost like I'm playing it feels like I'm playing the Master System version of Punisher. It's kind of weird. It's not very good. I mean, I guess it is. I guess I guess as a kid, if I played this and I had played in the arcade, I'd be pretty stoked. I don't know. Maybe I'm really indecisive because I think I said it's good and not good in like the same sentence like 10 times. I mean, but seriously though, like, who didn't as a kid want to like have an arcade game in their house? I remember it was like I was trying to think. I did a presentation at Game On Expo, which the Gamester 81 runs, which is really cool that he even gave me the opportunity to do that, because at the time my YouTube channel was even a lot smaller than it is right now. But I did, anyways. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted, but I did the presentation. And I talked about how, like, a lot of even television shows that we would watch as kids had, like, kids would have an arcade game in their house. I can't remember who was, like, no, it wasn't Silver Spoons. I can't remember. In my presentation, I took a bunch of pictures of arcade games that showed up, like, on TV and stuff. But it was everywhere. Like, it was so cool to be able to have one, but there was no way you were going to have one, because, you know, the cost of one at the time would have been thousands of dollars, and none of our parents would have ever gone for that. Come here, you dummy. Damn it. Ah. God damn, this game is way faster on the Genesis. The guy, he didn't move around that fast. Oh my gosh, get over here, dude. Thank God. This is kind of messed up. I think he shoots him in the head during this scene. Oh, they cut it out. Oh, that's crazy. In the arcade version, he's like, you know, have mercy on me. And he's like, nope. He P-dubs him right in the head. Oh, it was Silver Spoons. Can you slow the emulation down? You might be able to. I'm not that... I brought this on the road with me because it has a bunch of games on it. And I haven't... Oh, wait, he does shoot him. Never mind. Let's see if they cut it out. Genesis was kind of badass. Oh, dude! He doesn't shoot him, he throws him. That's crazy. I don't remember that. That's nuts. Yeah, in the arcade version, he totally shoots him. Shoots him like point blank in the head. It's pretty messed up. Yeah, I feel like it has frame skip enabled too. Oh my god, Mad Dog McCree, dude! Yes! Oh my gosh. So Paul will definitely remember Mad Dog McCree. We used to play that as I used to play that as a kid all the time. I think I played it with the mouse on my IBM. An IBM PC probably. It would have been something like my IBM or something, but I remember totally playing that with a mouse. I'm trying to think where I would have played Mad Dog McCree in the gun. Did the arcade have Mad Dog McCree? I can't remember. But I thought it was so cool to be able to play that game at home, like the full motion video, even though it looks so ghetto today. It doesn't look very good, but hold on, I gotta pick up this ring. Need that ring, man. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's frame skip on. It just seems weird. It's running kind of weird. I'm trying to see how you get into the emulator settings on this. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think that there is frame skip enabled on it. It seems like it's running okay. It just seems like fast to me. I don't know. Something doesn't seem right with the speed. It's not bothering me that much, but frame delay. I might have to burp. I have to burp really bad. Is there an emulator for Mad Dog McCree? Oh no, the PDP light guns don't work for PCs yet. They might. I don't know if they're gonna support. Ah, shoot! Did I get out of the game? I don't know if they're gonna support PCs actually. Crap! Did I actually just like totally jack that up? I'll resume. Okay. I don't think they're gonna support PC. I don't know. Maybe they will, but I think for right now they're gonna support PS4 and Xbox. I didn't ask that question at E3. At E3 they had those on display, and I played with them. But the side-in is definitely gonna support like RetroPies and stuff like that. So I think that'll you have more options for people looking to add it to like an arcade cap. Plus the thing is, you don't need that external camera because the camera's in the gun. So I view the side-in project as being the one people will probably want to use for arcade caps. PDP to mount that camera is kind of a pain in the ass, but I think that'll probably be more of a fun system to run newer light gun games. But who knows? Maybe they'll start supporting some of the the legacy games that we all loved, like House of the Dead and stuff like that. There's so many great light gun. Doesn't it seem like it's going super fast? I don't know. I don't remember this game being this fast, especially the arcade version, but who knows. Do you have a video on the side? And actually, so I did a light gun video. And in that light gun video, I cover the side-in, the PDP, and the Hyper Blaster, which is by Hyperkin. I love the guys over at Hyperkin. They've been really super supportive of the channel, even though I'm relatively small. But they won't get me the Hyper Blaster. I've asked like a ton of times. Celia is the marketing person over there, and she's super cool. But I guess they're really trying to do limited release of that Hyper Blaster, and so they're probably going to give it to like bigger YouTubers. They'll give it to like Metal Jesus Rocks and people like that. So I don't expect to ever get one of those, but maybe after it comes out, I'll buy it. But it was weird because I played that at was it E3? Yeah, I think it was E3. Yeah, I played the side-in, or not the side-in, sorry, but the Hyper Blaster. We went over to the Hyperkin booth, and I played it. But the thing is, at the time, it only worked with Duck Hunt, and that's it. So there were no other games that were supported. It was just Duck Hunt. And they had on the roadmap for games, they were going to have Hogan's Alley, and I can't remember the other one. There was this game, maybe someone will remember it. Do you guys remember the game? It was on the NES, and it was a light gun game, and it was like, shoot, I can't. So like one of the levels, I'm gonna pause this really quick when I can. Hold on, I can't pause it right now. All right, I'm gonna try to explain to you what it was. So you'd use your zapper, and there's a scene where you're panning by an airplane, and the doors of the airplane are opening, and maybe even the windows too, and you had to shoot the guys. And I can't remember what game that was, but that was like one of my favorite light gun games for the NES. So if someone can remember what that is, I really don't remember. When does you feel good? What? I don't know what that means. Anyways, if someone remembers what that game was, I wicked love that game. And I can't remember what it was, but that was like one of my favorite ones for NES. Oh my gosh, is it already 11 o'clock my time? I might have to go soon, guys. I did think it was kind of innovative at the time that this game had like, you know, for a side scroller, like a side scrolling beat 'em up, to have like guns, and it's just there's a lot of stuff you can interact with in this game, so it's kind of cool. That was a little bit like ahead of its time. I didn't realize the Genesis version's actually not that bad. Was it like Mafia characters? Yeah, I think so. I want to say they were like Russian spies or something. I can't remember, man, but it was a really cool light gun game for the NES. I'm sure if I looked up like top NES light gun games, it'd probably come up. But I don't know. I had a feeling it wasn't the most popular game in the world, but you know what game I will never play on a live stream? What's the comic? Oh, Comic Zone. I'll never play that on a live stream. The game's so freaking hard. I don't know why I was thinking of Comic Zone. Probably because of the way this game looks. All right, Duck Hunt, Hogan's Alley. No, it wasn't Operation. Oh, maybe it was. No, it wasn't Operation Wolf. Shoot, I can't remember what it was, man. I did love Operation Wolf, but it was like the characters were kind of. I felt like they were kind of like spies, or I don't know, man. All I remember is that plane scene. I can like vividly remember playing that plane scene. I wish I could remember what it was. Loved Comic Zone concept, but never lasted long enough because that game's freaking hard as hell. The concept of that game was awesome, and graphically it looked freaking amazing. God damn it. Oh shoot, I forgot that totally drains your health bar. I'm like totally gonna get killed here in a second. Seriously? Hit detection issues right there. Alright, let me see what's going on in the chat. Russian attack! Yes, it was Russian attack! I knew it was Russians! Yes! I don't know, maybe that game, I haven't played that game since I was like a little kid, so I couldn't tell you if I still would think it's cool, but I don't have my NES anymore. All I have is the NES Classic, so my mom pretty much threw away like anything cool that I had from my childhood, so I've rebought a bunch of stuff, but some stuff I'm like, I'll just use it in emulation, but obviously I can't play that game. But yeah, that was cool. The Russian attack was cool. Alright guys, well it's getting kind of late here. It's like almost 11 o'clock, and I got a pretty big day tomorrow, and I gotta get up super early, unfortunately. So, but it's pretty cool that I'm able to do this from on the road. If you saw, I'll take a picture of this little setup I got on and post it on like the YouTube community page or something for my channel. But I got like one laptop over here, one laptop over here. I have a little light ring right here. But anyways, we're gonna, let's see. Alright guys, that is it for the hotel live stream. I'm sorry that we had some complications with the audio, but hey, you know, this little whatever we're doing for Wi-Fi is just not working out that well over here. But anyways, I totally appreciate Paul Prue jumping in here. Really good friend of mine growing up, and so that's really cool. And a lot of the things that a lot of my gaming and wrestling and computers and all that stuff, him and I did that together. We probably were very outcasts at the time. So, I don't know. My mom, I remember saying, like, why do you guys just play with computers all day? But hey, if I never did that, he never did that. I know his job is technical. My job is technical. I don't think if I ever was that into computers or any of that stuff, I ever would have gotten to a technology job. So, hey, it all kind of paid off. So we were super nerds, whatever. I don't care. We played basketball sometimes, too. Sometimes. I don't know. I felt like we weren't that good, but hey, whatever. Anyways, guys, that's it. I appreciate you joining. Hey, if you're new to the channel or new to the stream, I really appreciate you coming on. I know we had some technical difficulties, but hey, we're in a hotel, man. We're in a hotel. What can we do? So that's it. We'll see you on the next one, and I hope everyone has a good night. Take care.